Air rage in commercial aviation. Introduction. Air rage and violent passenger incidents in airports have become a prevalent problem in a post-pandemic world. This research paper will examine the causes of passenger air rage in the U.S., the consequences of disruptive behavior, and possible mitigation strategies. Air rage can be described as aggressive and disruptive behavior by passengers during a flight or at airports. The phenomenon has accelerated with the rise in air travel since the lifting of the mask and vaccine mandates in 2022. Air rage creates several challenges to the safety, well-being, and reputation of airlines. Passenger satisfaction with air travel has dwindled severely over the last couple of years due to many factors being out of their control. This manifests in disruptive behaviors such as verbal abuse, assault, and property damage. Several factors contribute to air rage incidents. Situational factors, such as cramped seating, long flights, and delays, can trigger frustration among passengers. This can develop stress, anxiety, and fear and intensify negative emotions, which will lead to a lack of self-control by passengers. Combined with alcohol and drugs, this concoction will lead to outbursts that have become well documented on social media. The frequency of air rage incidents. The FAA has a zero-tolerance policy for disruptive passengers, with documented air rage incidents increasing by 492% from 2020 to 2021. Though the FAA lacks the authority to pursue criminal charges, it can levy fines and ban passengers from air travel. Furthermore, while a proactive measure by the government, it does not seem to deter unruly passenger behavior. Regulators play a crucial role in mitigating air rage incidents through stricter guidelines and collaboration with law enforcement. Without more severe repercussions for unruly passengers, incidents can cause a ripple effect within the traveling public, which could lead to more occurrences of air rage. Consequences of air rage on the flying public. Air rage can affect both passengers and crew members. The implications of disruptive behavior on a plane can lead to distress and fear for the traveling public. A study by the Association of Flight Attendants showed that crew members often withstand the worst of incidents. Over half of the survey respondents experienced at least 5 air rage incidents in 2021. Gate agents, flight attendants, and pilots are at risk of physical and psychological harm when dealing with air rage incidents. Crew members at risk can lead to burnout from the increased workload, compromising the ability to keep passengers safe. Crew training focuses on de-escalating passenger rage. However, verbal altercations can turn physical, and law enforcement must arrive promptly to protect crew members. Unique to aviation, passengers can pose safety risks when doing actions such as pulling the emergency exit door during normal operation. Situations such as this can have catastrophic implications if done during critical moments in travel. Crew members can develop anxiety about passenger actions due to prior knowledge of air rage incidents. Additionally, alcohol and substance abuse, worsened by the availability of alcohol on flights, have been identified as key contributors to air rage. Crew members can restrict access to alcohol if a passenger seems intoxicated. Regardless, this can lead to the passenger becoming unruly. The proximity of the crew to the passengers also can be perceived as an invasion of space. The mask mandates, which began in 2020, created a new dynamic in which regulations had to be enforced, much to the dismay of customers. The uptick in incidents in 2020 correlated with COVID-19 lockdowns. At a time when the world at large was unpredictable, the mask mandates caused people to become angry and irritable complying with wearing a mask. Although inconvenient, many took it to a higher degree than most, with some customers spitting on crew members, physical assault, and yelling profanities from being told to wear a mask while traveling. The advent of cell phone footage supplies a detailed look at the prevalence of air rage incidents. Though not a new phenomenon, social media becomes a venue for the incident to go viral. Furthermore, cultural and demographic differences may contribute to conflicts between passengers and crew members. It is discouraged by airlines to video footage of air rage, which can lead to bad optics of the airline's operations. Customer loyalty, which has already faced many challenges since the mask mandates were lifted, still suffers from a distrust of airlines to prevent this phenomenon from happening. Air rage incidents can also result in significant losses for airlines due to legal fees, compensation claims, and damage to their reputation. Mitigation against air rage. Mitigation against passenger air rage can be carried out through coordination by regulatory bodies, airlines, and passengers. Regulatory bodies can play a crucial role in mitigating incidents by setting up stricter guidelines and regulations. Governments can also impose more stringent penalties after post-flight review by the FBI, such as after the January 6 riots in Washington, D.C. More stringent penalties may act as a deterrent to passengers that may become repeat offenders. Passengers can also contribute to reducing incidents by being self-aware and practicing empathy. Creating a respectful and understanding attitude towards passengers and crew can help diffuse tensions to create a harmonious environment. Airlines must implement training regimes that can find air rage before it happens, develop adequate crew resource management, and develop a product that can regain customer trust. Conclusion. In conclusion, air rage in commercial aviation is a significant challenge to the airline industry. It compromises the safety, well-being, and experiences of passengers and crew members. This research paper highlights the causes and implications of air rage. The importance of passenger education and crew support can help promote a safer air travel experience. Also, the importance of social media cannot be underestimated, as most incidents can be recorded for the authorities to decide civil and criminal penalties against unruly passengers. By implementing the collective efforts of airlines, passengers, crew members, and regulatory authorities, it can create a more harmonious and enjoyable atmosphere in the aviation industry.